Hi guys, today we're exploring the shift from motivation to consistency. Mythical motivation. This idea, motivation is spoken of as some sort of magical, mythical force, something that is kind of intangible, something that is here one moment and gone the next. And that is part of the problem. That is part of the issue, and that is why today we're talking about the shift from motivation to consistency. Have you ever experienced the fickle nature of motivation? The fact that it really is here one moment and gone the next. The fact that some days you wake up and you feel like you can take on the world. And of course, in that moment, you absolutely can. And then have you ever made decisions whilst flowing with motivation, whilst brimming with motivation? Have you ever committed to actions, decisions, whilst brimming with motivation, only to realize that motivation suddenly deserts you and suddenly you're not able to commit to that which you previously felt you could when motivation was here? Motivation is fickle. Consistency is an absolute beast. So what we're talking about today, the shift that we're talking about today, is really just the recognition of what motivation is and isn't. And building on previous shifts, it's really just encouraging you, inviting you to take a look at what's in your control and take a look at what's out of your control. And if there is this magical, mythical thing called motivation that you're relying on, but you don't really know where it comes from, but you know it feels good when it's here, and you know it doesn't feel great when it's not here. Perhaps if it's out of your control when it comes and goes, perhaps it's not a smart move to build a strategy that relies on this thing, this fickle thing called motivation. So what is consistency? Quite simply, it's a comfortable commitment. Consistency comes when we're comfortable to commit. If motivation is a long wave cycle of peaks and troughs, of inspiration and whatever the opposite of inspiration is, peaks and troughs of motivation and demotivation, well, consistency is committing to that which you can comfortably maintain. So the power of consistency and the idea that I'm going to share with you today, the shift that we're feeling into today, is comfortable commitment. And it really doesn't matter how small, apparently small, the commitment is. What matters is that you honor it. If you make the commitment to consistency, you honor it. And in the book, I talk about the power of the 5-minute daily habit. And really, this is all about entering into a contract. Consistency is the contract you keep with yourself, the contract you enter into with your future self. So if you say in January you're going to go to the gym 5 days a week, you know that by February that's going to be challenging to maintain. If you say that today and tomorrow and every day after you're going to do 5 minutes, just 5 minutes out of 24 hours of just sitting in silence and breathing, could you ever look yourself in the mirror and say, I didn't have time today? What about 1 minute? So consistency is all about it's less about the thing that you're committing to, the comfortable commitment that you're making, and all about the absolute reverence with which you honor that commitment. You're entering into an unbreakable contract with your future self, but you get to choose what goes in the contract. You could say, I'm going to drink a glass of water when I wake up in the morning every single day for the rest of my life. Is that a comfortable commitment? Motivation is fickle. Consistency is a beast. Thanks for watching.